Hello yogis. We're going to talk about fertility treatments, yoga, and detoxing. Can yoga help detox after a cycle of fertility treatments? There's so much hype and so many buzzwords in the wellness industry of cleansing, detoxing, toxins, and so many supplements that purport to facilitate this process. Here's the truth. Here's the science behind all of this. Unless you have a problem with your kidneys or your liver, your body knows exactly what it needs to do to eliminate harmful and unwanted substances from your body. What it really comes down to is efficiency. How efficient is your body at facilitating this process? When you are in a chronic state of stress, such as when you're going through fertility treatments, your body is sending all of its resources to respond to that stress. Your brain has a primal instinct to keep you alive and safe, and when it identifies stress, it associates that with danger. When your body is sending all of its resources to respond to that danger, it's not tending to other areas such as reproduction. What we want to do is send a signal to the brain, letting it know that you are safe and all is well. We want to elicit a response from the parasympathetic nervous system so that blood and oxygen can flow to the reproductive organs, so that the mind can quiet, the anxiety releases. And what that does is it tells your body that it's okay. It allows that efficient process of eliminating and removing those unwanted substances from your body so that you can get back to feeling like yourself. We're going to do a few sequences here to elicit that response to get you going, and let's get started. We're going to begin with some props. I have a bolster, 3 blankets, 2 blocks, and a strap. You'll take 1 bolster, keep it horizontal, put 1 blanket on top, and then take your remaining 2 blankets, and we're going to make a roll. If you're lucky enough to have 2 bolsters, you can use that, but I only have the 1. So I'm going to use my roll instead. And then you'll put your roll in between your thighs. Drape the bottom part of your rib cage over your bolster. Extend your top arm up and overhead, and then you can play with extending your top leg straight. You can maybe play with reaching slightly back behind you. And there's no one right answer. So you're the boss. You get to turn the volume up or down. You get to explore what's right for your body. More than anything, you are in control. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. And then just notice how the props support your body, enabling you to go into the props. Knowing that you're completely supported here in this moment. And then as you begin to settle in, start to take your awareness to the rhythm of your breath. And first things first, start to extend the sound of your inhalation and slow down the rhythm of your exhalation. Start to fill the pocket of your right rib cage that's supporting your lung, or your top rib cage, I should say, depending on which side you're on. Filling that with breath. Nourishing your body with awareness, nourishing your kidneys, every cell in your body. And returning all of your attention back inside. A couple more breaths just like that. Slowing it down. Smoothing it out. Breathing. And bring your top hand right in front of your chest. Press your hand into the floor and letting your head lift last, push yourself up to an upright seated position. Let's go to the other side. You'll take your bolster, slide it over to the second side. Take your roll or your second bolster, if that's what you're using, you'll put that between your knees, and then you'll drape the bottom part of your rib cage, the side that's closest to the bolster, up and over. Reach your top arm up and overhead. And then again, you can play with straightening your top leg. You can play with bringing it slightly back behind you. When I do that, I get more of a stretch across this psoas and hip flexor here. Again, if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. And if that's not comfortable for you, just drop your gaze down to your cheekbones. Feeling the complete support of this posture. Taking that slow, smooth, steady breath, sending it up into the rib cage that's closest to the ceiling, up into the lungs. Sending your awareness to fill out any hollow spaces. Trying to make your breath as smooth, soft, and uninterrupted as can be. Relaxing your mouth. And softening all the muscles of your face. And then take your top hand, place it in front of your chest, letting your head lift last. Push yourself up to an upright seated position. Now, we're going to take this roll and put this at this top end of the mat. You'll take your bolster and place it vertically on the mat as well. I'm very long, I'm very tall, so I'm going to need some support for my hands or for my arms. So I'm going to take my 2 blocks, bring them back behind, and if you were even taller than me, you could play with the height of the blocks as you'd like. And then I'm going to take this one remaining blanket and bring this on the top end of the bolster. So I have a roll, my vertical bolster, another blanket to support my head. And because I'm very tall, I'm going to need this for my arms. I have blocks behind me, and you'll see why in just a few moments. All right, now that we've done that, you're going to take your strap, which you'll put a loop, about a medium-sized loop in your strap, and you'll put the loop around your body. And then you'll draw your knees together, feet out to the side. Put the loop around the mid-thigh. And then you'll spread the flesh of your calves and have a seat down to the floor. Now, if you have any discomfort in your knees or the tops of the feet, you can sit on a block here. I have this bolster back behind. If this feels too low behind you, we can always put a chair back behind. Maybe I'll do a tutorial using that variation. All right, now lift your chest and then recline down onto your bolster. And you have this pillow to support your skull. The bolster should be high enough so that the whole back of your body, or I should say your lower back is supported, your mid back is supported. There aren't any hollow spaces. And then you'll reach your arms up and overhead. And again, if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. Letting your buttock bones, the shin bones, the tops of the feet release down toward your mat. Notice how as you've shifted positions, notice any changes to your breath. And then as you begin to settle in, take that smooth, soft, even breath and take it up into the sides of your body, into the right and the left side of your rib cage. Take that voluminous and expansive quality with your breath. Draw it all the way up to the top, all the way up to the brim of your collarbones. And as slowly as you can, trace your breath back down to the bottom. Noticing any distracting thoughts. Noticing any internal monologue. Redirecting your attention back to your breath as you rest your attention into the present moment. Couple more breaths like that, just letting your inner thighs descend down to the ground. Letting your shoulders soften. And then from here, you're going to place your hands onto the soles of your feet. Puff your chest up. Come up onto your elbows. Puff your chest up to the sky. And then you're going to press down so strongly into your feet, so strongly into the tops of your shin bones that your chest lifts up as you come back to an upright position. All right, go ahead and extend your legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake. Now we're going to take our strap and we're going to make the loop very small. Just like that. Nice and small. You'll extend your legs out in front of you, flex your feet, and you're going to put your loop around the inside edges of your big toes. And you want your loop to be tight enough so that you can press into the loop with your toes. Your toes are going sideways, and that's going to activate the legs. You'll sit down right in front of your bolster. And then recline down. So again, your lower back is supported. Skin along the back of the body glides down to your heels. And we'll take the two blocks and we're going to put them beside the hands, and we'll turn the back of the hands on the blocks so that your palms face the ceiling. Have your blocks be far enough out to the side so that you feel expansive in your chest, but your elbows are on the ground. And having your blocks in this position enables your shoulders to release. It allows your chest to lift. And as the whole back of the body descends down to the ground, the front of the body remains soft and open. Pressing your big toes out into the strap. And then as you settle into this next posture, again, take your attention back to the rhythm of your breath. When we focus on one point, whether it's the breath, whether it's certain alignment points in the body, that focus helps to quiet the mind. Allowing your eyes to descend down into their sockets. Keeping your tongue soft. Cultivating this feeling of receptivity. Becoming more and more receptive with every breath you take. A couple more breaths just like that. Now from here, you're going to remove the loop from your big toes, and if your strap is touching your body, just take a moment to slide that strap off to the side. You can choose to keep your hands where they are on the block, or if you don't like that, just let your hands descend down to the ground. Let your toes just naturally fall out to the side. And if you have a towel or a t-shirt, slide that over your eyes. As you descend into this final posture, release any controlled breathing. Just allow your natural breathing rhythm to begin to emerge. As you surrender effortlessly into your internal abode of peace. Namaste.